Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. Uh, on this beer review, I get to go over to my last holiday, which was in March, and over to Norfolk and Suffolk. We stopped in Caister-on-Sea, just up from Great Yarmouth, and one day we decided to go down to Adnams in Southwold. As you can see, Adnams Southwold. Drove down. Found somewhere to park. Didn't want to pay parking. You try and save money where you can. Found a little street to park on. Parked on the street. Walked onto the beach. It was a breezy day when we first got there. Seen a lighthouse, and I'm thinking, Adnams Lighthouse. I thought, oh yes. Walked towards the lighthouse. First pub we walked into was the Soul Bay Inn, Adnams Tap Bar. Oh, and if a day, a beer day, I'll remember for the rest of my life, is that day going to Southwold and discovering what Adnams means to the community there. The brewery is, for me, from my understanding, when I'm watching it, the brewery is so much of the town and gives so much to the town and brings people in and yeah, their marketing is done perfect. Funnily enough, I was thinking of bringing. I'm sure they did this in mini keg, and I was thinking of bringing a mini keg back, and I didn't, and I absolutely regret it now. I have got a mini keg of Adnams Broadside because you got to, have the classic Adnams Broadside, but I really wanted to do this. So I've not reviewed this. I can't remember reviewing it on the channel, or I may have reviewed it, but it's been a long while ago. So we're going to go back in anyway. So Adnams Mosaic Pale Ale. Mosaic being the hop as far as I remember. 4.3% ABV. Oh no, 4.1. Got my eyes. I looked on the front. I looked and it said, I thought I said it 4.3. I looked on the back, it said 4.1. I'm like, hey. So doesn't say anything that side. Here we go. So made with, you guessed it, Mosaic hops. Yeah, I did think that, to be fair. This pale blonde has bags of bold mango, peach, lemon and pine flavours with a dry hoppy finish. Big and fruity. Hops, would you believe it? Mosaic. Malt's a pale ale. IBU is 41, whatever that means. Bitterness units or something, I think. Great with lightly spiced dishes such as a lamb tangini or Thai fish cakes. Always best served chilled. So we'll crack this open and we'll give it a swirl and we'll see how it is. Like I say, it is available on mini keg. And there we go. Lovely golden pour, crystal clear golden pour. Nice white head on this. Big aroma coming off. Tropical aroma. Hoppy tropical aroma. And that's from a foot away. Well, 18 inches away. Ooh, it has got some pokey aroma. I mean, the aroma that I'm getting from this is what you'd get from the bigger release, newly released craft beers that are costing a lot more money. It's definitely got that poke to it. Yeah, big aroma. It's just beginning to dissipate slightly, the aroma. So now I'm beginning. First, it was tropical, hoppy, big. Now the pine and the mango are starting to slip in the back door. I was going to say something about it this morning, but I won't bother. We're not going down that road. Yeah, well, that was the tone. Um, Can't help myself at times. I just can't. It's just sense of humour. Yeah. So as you can see, lots of carbonation coming in that. I don't know if you can. Yeah, you can just about see it on the camera. There's obviously like a widgety thing in the bottom of the glass, which helps do that, and it keeps the head going. So it's a good thing. Um, oh, really flavourful, and I can picture the when I reviewed it down at Southwold. I can't remember if I reviewed it in the Soul Bay Inn or the Swan Inn tap room, which is a hotel with a tap room element at the back. It was one of the two. So I did go in the third. There was another pub down there. I did go in, but it was a bit busy on the bar, so we didn't stay. Um, we went to the more posture pub, as you do. But yeah, oh, what a day. The beach down there, the shops. It's got that small town thing vibe again about it. There was a charity shop there where you can go and get things from the 1970s. And if you like to relive the olden days, these things are great. Not everything that's new is better. New doesn't equate to better. There's lots of older stuff. I mean, I collect games consoles. Um, I still run my gaming website. I don't really do anything on it, and I haven't done for about 5 years now. But it's still there. More so for so people can double check things and all that sort of stuff. More so for my place in Google history rather than anything else. But yeah, the shop in Southwold, the Adnams Brewery shop. Oh, it's Candyland. So many Adnams beers you probably haven't heard of before, in bottles, cans, mini kegs, and crates as well. And lots of wines there. Adnams wines, other wines, German beers, German lager beers rather. Um, Spirits, many Adnams spirits as well. And if you go on the right day, you'll be able to sample, which is great. Sampling is a great thing because if you like it there, you'll get it home. Woof, you're in heaven. Can't win, can you? Can't lose rather on that side of things. Obviously, they do brewery tours. A good mate of mine, Dave, Goathead Fell from the beer community, was down in Southwold the other week. Was it last week or the weekend before? And he actually went on the tasting tour. So fair play to him. Yeah, I'm really happy that he went and enjoyed himself. Another lover of beer, like many of us out there, many people who watch beer reviews. There's the beer element to discover a beer, but there's also a personality element, and it means so much. The world of beer. It's not about getting drunk. It's about discovering aroma, flavour, but also you imagine going to a pub. All of a sudden you're in that pub, someone's there, and you just start chatting. And we did this the other week. It was in the Totally Tapped in Beeston. We're all there, and there was this group of 4 people next to me. And when I've had a beer or two, I just chat, and we were chatting away, and it's great. It opens up those to the community. People just start chatting to each other in a good way as well, and that side of it I absolutely love. You know, rather than the what beer is portrayed as people going into pubs and getting drunk. I mean, sadly, slightly overdoing it is part of that thing, but going into pubs and and the rest of it, that's for not this side of beer. Let's put it that way. Oh. So the fruity aspect is coming through now. The pine, the initial burst of strong intensity has dialed back slightly. That's probably because it's been in the can, and now it's becoming more. It's the air's got to it, and it's opening up those doors for you to get the flavours that are there inside, and this is why you get the aroma at first. You have a bit, try and pick out those flavours. And as you go down the glass, you don't have to be a beer reviewer to pick out flavours. Trust me, I go drinking with six of us, well, there's 6 or 5, depending on the week. And some of the ladies are just as good at picking out the flavours as I am. And I call myself a beer reviewer, so there you go. Yeah, yeah. I'm only blagging it. No, I'm not really blagging it, but you know, it is funny that some people we can all pick out flavours, and that's the thing. You know, we've all said, "Oh, I got this, I got that," and we all have our own thoughts of what we're getting. And sometimes people will get something that's just out. You're like, where'd you get that from? And that's the funny thing about beer reviews. There's no right or wrong, really. Unless somebody's coming up with something really balmy and it's like, no, you didn't get that. No, no, no. Stop that now. We're not having that. So, yeah, as you can see, still lovely and clear, still carbonating, still retaining the head. Just a lovely burst of tropicalness coming through, you know, tropical flavours, pine. Absolutely spot on. If I've said it before, and I'll say it again, Adnams for me. Obviously, I knew a Broadside and some of their other beers that came into supermarkets, Ghost Ship, obviously. Um, but my admiration was took to another level completely. And if I'm talking to beer fans and beer reviewers out there, if you've never been, go down to Adnams. Get yourself on the brewery tour for one. I didn't on that day. It wasn't open anyway, so I wouldn't have been able to. But get yourself on the brewery tour. Experience the Soul Bay Inn and the pubs around there. Each pub's got a different feeling, a bit of different element. Enjoy the wine, the spirits. You know, if you're there, if you're stopping for a day or two, it is really, and certainly the shop, it's really a tour de force of what breweries should be doing it the right way. A blend of wine, spirits, traditional beers, craft beers. They encapsulate the whole lot, and I'm not working for Adnam, so you know what you get from me is a true fan's opinion of what I see. But wow, wow, you know, gobsmackingly good. And my mate Andy, he was like, yeah, got down there, and even he said at the end, this is, oh, I've been blown away by this. So yeah, just to show you, you know, those days when you know you don't expect it, and all of a sudden you're blown away. They're the best days. Would I drink this again? Yes. Would I drink it in a mini keg at my wedding? Yes. Would I get it from a wedding? No, I don't think so. I think the window of opportunity has already slid by, and but there you go. The beer itself, would I drink it again? Yes, very much so. Out of 5, a good 4.4 out of 5 for me. Yeah, absolute class from a very, very hand on heart. I really respect this brewery. Cheers all.